Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, fellow toy nuts, and toy collectors? Here we have another Star Wars review on the small scale titanium and the Mattel's Hot Wheels. And this is your first order TIE Fighter and special edition, I should probably say. This is probably more than likely Captain Phasma's TIE Fighter, as it's the one that has that really cool kind of red slash on its wings. I only have to compare this with later in the video, because if you've seen the Millennium Falcon, I will bring out probably, another one later on. I only have original TIE Fighter to show you, so I can kind of show you the difference between the new foils versus the old ones and whatever not. So there you go. So that's what we have. So on the right, again, this is your Hasbro titanium slash, back in the day, Galoob micro machine. And on the new one, we have the Mattel Hot Wheels one there, as you can see, with the big Hot Wheels logo. Package-wise, this was number 4. Again, a quick little blueprint on the TIE Fighter itself. Disney, Hasbro. On that side, you just see more blueprints, which is pretty sweet. Nothing on the bottom. Oh, on the bottom, you have all these warnings, whatever not. Nothing on top. On this one here, same thing. You have the really cool picture of the new TIE Fighter. Star Wars, obviously, First Order, Special Edition, Force Awakens, Disney, Hot Wheels, Flight Navigator. Nothing there other than transparent window. You can see the foil better there. Same thing there. And I apologize. I had mentioned in the Millennium Falcon I was going to talk about these, and I totally forgot about it. So you know what? I'll just do it now if you're just jumping from that to this one. So why didn't I pick the rest of these up? I gotta say, right from the get-go, this looks nice, and I think the TIE Fighter would be fine to pick up. But I think not the TIE Fighter, yeah, TIE Fighter, the X-Wing is really, there's like no details, horrible. And the Jedi Starfighter, as much as I like them, it's even worse. There's like no detail to these. They just kind of like blah, they're boring. So that's why I honestly didn't pick them up. So I apologize again. I mentioned that in the Millennium Falcon one, and I never did, so I just mentioned it now. So anyway, let's crack these open and let's check them out so we can compare them. Okay, folks, we're back, and here they are. Very interesting. I like this new TIE Fighter a lot, I have to say. Now again, in terms of the scale, they're both different. Putting them next to each other, obviously there is a slight difference there in size. But one thing to note that is very noticeable to me is the fact that in terms of the molding, I think Hot Wheels actually did a better job here, where the micro machines, or Hasbro, whatever, they had to put screws there just to kind of hold it in place, because they molded this first and then the bottom gets screwed in. Let me kind of get that out of your way. So it kind of like messed it up here a little bit, so it seems a little too thick. Another thing that I find interesting is it's as a tie goes, this is wider, as you can see, so it's coming out more. This is a little bit tighter. So, and as a matter of fact, which is kind of funny, even though it's the smallest ship, it almost fits. It kind of does. I mean, I did. This is plastic, unfortunately, so. But yeah, you can kind of do that. It's the same width, so that's kind of crazy. So again, we'll have to either A, look at the trailer and pause it and see which one's more accurate to it. I want to say that I think it should be wider, top version, but I could be wrong. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. I think it's still a pretty kick-ass ship. One thing that's very nice, I like the back of it. You can clearly see the 2 thrusters. Now I know, for example, if anybody has ever, gone into like space shuttles and stuff like that, people wonder how does a space shuttle move up there since there's no air. There's actually thrusters that are compressed out of nitrogen or something on the whole ship, and I think that's how these also work. So yes, you have initial thrusters so it can go, but then the nitrogen pockets would actually shoot, and that's how you kind of get it to kind of move a little bit, because again, there's no air, so it's not like it needs wings. Some people that are new to Star Wars probably wonder, why is this so big? Well, these actually collect solar rays, and that's how you power the ship itself. So that's why they're huge. That's why they're so big, because as they're flying in space, they can collect a lot of those solar rays, and that's how the ship gets powered. I'm sure it has a fueling system too, But, you know, once it's in space, it can travel. Now, if you've seen the movies, you'll know that these can't travel by themselves for too long. Because, again, you're in the darkest space, so how are you going to get the solar panels to recharge if there's no sun or anything like that around you? So that's why they do have a short distance. Something that's really cool about this new one is this here. It's like really rugged looking. What's it going to do? I have no idea, but we'll find out when we watch the movie. This is 100% plastic, unfortunately. And these go for $4.99. So it's kind of pricey. The fact that it's not like an original titanium, that it's 100% plastic. The top of the ship, as you can see there, opens up, but there's no figure inside or even a molded one. It doesn't close very well because it is plastic, so you kind of have to, like, I felt that I had to kind of pull it a little bit just to kind of get it to close, but it sticks up a little bit, so we'll have to fix that when I have it on display. But again, I do like the back of it. I like how it's wider now. It looks just really cool. I like how the paint goes all the way around, signifying that it's a first order special edition, or, you know, special convoy type of ship. Again, it's probably Captain Phasma's ship. I have no idea yet, but we'll see. So it's pretty cool. It still has the same 2 laser turrets there in the front. On the Hot Wheels version, again, 100% plastic, also no die cast whatsoever. The canopy does not open. The antenna is a lot more prominent there. As you can see, it's not prominent there at all. It's short. But again, it's not maybe Captain Phasma, so I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I just want to, like, you know, just kind of like make sure. Sides there, a little bit more detail on that one there. I like that. The bottom's nice. That's where the peg holder goes, so the molding's probably just a little bit too big, but I like how it's very round. The thrusters, again, nice and wide there. I like that look a lot. So I think it looks better, a little bit better than the Hasbro version. But we'll just have to find out to see which one's more accurate. So very, very cool. So the only thing I have to compare is I have not picked up the 6-inch version excuse me, of the TIE Fighter. All I have is this. This is from the 4-pack that I just recently also purchased and reviewed real quick. So again, huge difference. These are both coming from Hasbro. This is 100% die cast. This is not. This is literally just plastic, super light. When you do that, you just hear it. You can feel it and hear it. It's a little bit different. Something that always, unless this is the thruster here, but you never see that in the movie. I don't know if it's anti-gravity that makes it move, or again, I don't know if it's those nitrogen thrusters that you just don't see. But at least here you see them here, or maybe these are sublight engines. I have no idea. That could be the other thing too. Those could be sublight engines. So yeah, this just doesn't have anything. They never have. So how do they fly? No one knows. I think it's still probably a mystery. No, I'm sure the technical data book probably tells you exactly how they fly, but it evades me right now. I just can't remember. So anyway, yeah, so big difference in terms of that. The back of it, again, a lot more rounder. You don't see the thrusters and whatever not, or the light engines, whatever those may be. This is a lot thicker here. Again, like I said, seems more rugged. Those are a lot thinner, as it's always like the first thing they get shut off, and that's how they fly into space and, you know, hit asteroids and get destroyed and whatever not. So pretty interesting. I mean, configuration on their S foils or whatever, you know, they're called, they're pretty close. Obviously, that hasn't changed much. So there you go, guys. Your TIE Fighters, very nice. I highly recommend either one. I mean, I can't really pick a winner here. Not that I even picked a winner on the Millennium Falcon, just kind of gave you my thoughts on them. Of course, you know, if you're watching, it kind of almost seems like I like the Micro Machine a little bit more. That's kind of where I kind of ended up. But on this one's a lot tougher because, again, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know which one it's gonna be more close to. But I will say, as Micro Machines go, or, you know, Hasbro, it's a huge loss that this is not die cast. And for $5, it's pricey. It is a pricey piece, considering the Hot Wheels are only $3.99. So they're $1 cheaper, bigger, and they're both still made out of plastic. So you can decide. So there you go, guys. Thank you for watching this quick little comparison review. Please rate, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. You guys take care. Peace. Later.